Before writing an annotated bibliography, it is important to understand its definition, components, and what to include. So, let's start by understanding the concept of a bibliography. A bibliography is a list of all the sources you used or looked at when writing a research paper, article, or book. These sources can include books, articles, speeches, diaries, letters, websites, interviews, laws, or other documents. The main purpose of a bibliography is to give credit to the authors whose work you used, to allow readers to find more information about your topic by looking at the sources you used, to show that your research is based on reliable evidence and previous studies. When creating a bibliography, you need to collect specific information from each source. This helps you make a complete and accurate citation. For books, author's name, title, place of publication, publisher, publication date. For journals, author's name, title of article, journal name, date of publication, volume number, page numbers, DOI or URL. For websites, author or editor's name, website title, company or organization that owns the website, URL, website address, date of access. An annotated bibliography is a special type of bibliography. In addition to listing your sources, it also includes a short description or evaluation of each source. This description is called an annotation. Each entry in an annotated bibliography has two parts. 1. Citation. This is the reference for the source. It should follow the style requested by your teacher or professor, such as APA, MLA, or Chicago. It includes all the information you would normally put in a regular bibliography. 2. Annotation. This is a short paragraph, usually 100 to 300 words. It can include a brief summary of the source, information about the author's background, the source's strengths and weaknesses, credibility, the conclusions of the study or text, why the source is relevant to your research, how it relates to other studies in your field, an evaluation of the research methods, if applicable, your personal conclusions about the source. Now, I will explain how to create an annotated bibliography using AI tools. First, you need to collect sources related to your topic that you want to include in your annotated bibliography. I have chosen two sources. One is a website, and the other is a scholarly article. Watch the video above to learn how to collect sources using AI. Next, we need to create the bibliographies. I'll be using MyBib for this. First, copy the website URL and put the link here, and this tool will automatically create the reference. Since this is a website, it is essential to also include the access date in the reference. I'll add the access date. One issue is that it does not show the access date because we already have the publication date. If I remove the publication date, the access date will appear in the reference section. However, I want to keep the publication date as well. So, I'll keep the publication date and add the access date manually later. I'll show you how, so don't worry. The same process applies to this article. Just copy the URL or DOI and put the link here in this section. Click on Search, and it will automatically create the reference for you. Now, I'll show you how to add the access date manually. If you click on the reference, there is an option to copy bibliography entry. Then, paste it into Word. After the organization name, write retrieved followed by the date of access, then a comma. This example is just to show you, but in your actual bibliography, we need to arrange entries alphabetically. So, I'll remove this. Back in MyBib, click on the first reference. Since it starts with A, it should come first in our annotated bibliography. Click on the reference, copy the bibliography, and paste it here. You can see it is pasted in the exact APA 7th edition format. MyBib also offers other referencing options like MLA and Harvard. See the video above for the full MyBib tutorial. Now, our next step will be writing annotations, which is a brief summary paragraph of each article. For this, I'll be using the DeepSeek tool. Use the exact prompt I am using on DeepSeek. Give exact instructions like this. First, generate one lengthy paragraph of annotated bibliography, then add the source. Go to MyBib and copy the first bibliography. After that, give instructions to DeepSeek. Start the annotation with something like this article by. Then go back to MyBib, copy the citation of that article, and paste it here. Next, include all the elements that should be part of the annotation, as we discussed earlier: author background, study credibility, conclusion, relevance of the research to your topic, and other details. For the author's background, go to the article, look for the author information, copy it, and paste it into DeepSeek. After that, in a few words, write the relevance to your research. For example, this study is related to nurse risk management. Then, go back to the article and copy everything from the introduction to the conclusion, and paste it into DeepSeek. After this, DeepSeek will generate the annotated bibliography. If you read it, you'll see it is perfectly written. It gives a brief summary, then author background and relevance, followed by the strengths and weaknesses, then the conclusion, and finally, the relevance to your research along with a personal conclusion. Your next step is to copy this paragraph and paste it under the bibliography. Before pasting, I recommend paraphrasing it using Quillbot or another tool. It's better to use the shorten feature so the paragraph becomes more concise and precise. Now, let's move to the second annotated bibliography, which is for the website. Copy the bibliography and paste it here. Don't forget to add the access date as I explained earlier, because this is a website, not a journal article. Go back to the first chat, copy the first part before the author background, and paste it here. Now remove the first source, go back to MyBib, copy the second source bibliography, and in DeepSeek, remove the first source and paste the second source instead. Do the same for the citations. Remove the first citation and paste the second source citation from MyBib. Because this is a different article related to a different topic, I am also changing my research focus. But in your case, all of your articles will be related to your one specific research topic. So, you will not need to change research focus every time. After that, I'll go back to the source website. You can see that it provides the author background. If a website does not provide the author background, try searching the author on LinkedIn. If the website does not list an author at all, you can give background information about the organization that published the article. Now, I'll copy this article along with the author background and paste it into DeepSeek. DeepSeek is generating the summary. You can see here that it has introduced the article, provided the author background, and also discussed the strengths and weaknesses of the article. It did a good job evaluating the article. However, I feel it is too long for an annotated bibliography. So I'll go to Quillbot, paste the text, and use the shorten feature to paraphrase it. You can always rephrase the text using this feature. After making adjustments, just copy the text and paste it here under the bibliography. I'll also adjust the paragraph by indenting it. If you feel that the paragraph is still too long according to your teacher's instructions, you can remove some information that you think is not necessary. Always try to adjust, and do not completely rely on AI tools. Subscribe, like, and share for more helpful videos.